I want to welcome you to the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is a great day. And let me tell you something. I have an author on the show. Yes, that's right. You know, I kind of like her book because it says CEO on there. And it just reminds me so much of all the hard work that we CEOs have put into our businesses and what we do to make it all right and to teach the next generation about that hard work. And she has done that. I love her book. I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the screen really quick and let you see how this is just panning out. I am telling you right now that this is the cutest book ever. JoJo the CEO and Friends, Learning the Days of the Week. Yo, I am telling you right now, if I had this book, I would have been a CEO a lot sooner. Okay, because this is like, you just want to be a CEO. And not only that, she's got her, what is this? This is Spotify. This is, oh, she's going to have to explain this to me. Does she have a podcast? Oh. Okay, hold a second. We just going to have her on the show because, yeah, we just going to have to do this. Welcome to the show, Doctor. How are you?
I am great, Yaya. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being on the show. So I always like to go back a little bit in time and find out about the person because, I mean, there is a history before the book and then there's a history of why the book. What is your history?
History, well, background where I come from?
Correct. Like, saying, I always like to write. I did this, I did that, and it just kind of led up to the book. I love that.
Well, personally, for me, I've always been inspired to want to just teach. Well, even though I mean I do teaching, but it's just all about the younger generation. And so what inspired is just, I had my son about 5 years ago, and he had over like 200 books of Dr. Seuss books. I just read him every single day. And I was like, no, I think I want to write your own books. And so just him coming along and wanting to teach the next generation. And so that just inspired me to just want to write books for him through through his eyes, of course. So, but yeah, that inspired it.
Wow. That is just amazing to me. I absolutely love that. And I'm looking here at a video. I got to play it. You have
Yeah,
enticed me. I have to play it.
you
I
got to
have to
play
play
it.
it.
Please
I
play
have
it.
to.
You got
Okay.
to play
So
it.
let's do that. Let's play this video.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 days of the week. You can do it. Just follow along, kids. We're going to start it off just like this. Come on. We're going to learn the days of the week. Wiggle your hands. Stomp your feet. Up to the ground. Up to the sky. 7 words in N-N-D-A-Y. We're gonna learn the days of the week. Wiggle your hands, stomp your feet, up to the ground, up to the sky. 7 words in N-N-D-A-Y.
Oh, you have got to stop. You're kidding me. That is just the cutest thing ever.
Thank
Ever.
you so much.
Oh my gosh, that was just so cute. I absolutely love it. I absolutely. So okay, so tell me something though, because I know that you said you teach and everything, and this is the days of the week, but is this a podcast right here? 7 days of the week? Is this a
No,
podcast?
that's actually my new song that I wrote for the book. It's actually on all major platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. It just released last week. So that's the link to the song that you actually heard in the background of that video.
Girl, you go with your good self. I absolutely love it. I love it. And going over the website and everything, I love actually seeing different things. You are a doctor. Tell me about this.
Yes, I actually have a PhD in accounting. I received that back in 2019, like right when I turned 30 years old. Like I said, I've been in school for a very long time. Again, coming from the background I've come from, underprivileged backgrounds, education has been very important to me. And so I decided to just go all the way, and not only go all the way, but just to get my degree in something that's beneficial, that can help people with numbers and analysis. And so yeah, I have my PhD in accounting. Received that when I turned 30 years old.
My goodness, girl. Girl, tell me about it. Now, you have more than just one book. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, so let's talk about that real quick. So, you have the JoJo CEO and Friends, Learning the Days of the Week, which is the video that we saw. Introducing JoJo the CEO. Now, let me tell you something. Being a CEO is hard. It's not easy. It's definitely, you are the person that everybody looks at when things go right, and you are the person that everybody looks at when things go wrong.
Absolutely.
And so, what was the motive behind putting CEO behind the JoJo?
Well, actually, I actually made him a CEO when he was like 9 months old. I started him his own vending machine company when he was 9 months old. And actually, in that book, Introducing JoJo the CEO, it talks about him having his own vending machine company, but also being kind and caring and sharing with the kids. And so it just came to me one day, like, you know what, JoJo, the CEO. And so therefore, I made him a CEO by starting him his own company when he was 9 months old.
So, is this your okay? Wait, is this your child?
Yes, that's my baby.
What? So JoJo is a real person.
Yes, he's a real human being. He's a real person.
Girl, what? Oh, I love it. I love
It's
it. I
all real
absolutely
life
love it.
things, real life things. That was big for
Wow.
me to want to incorporate real life into my books and things like that. So yes, my son is a real person, and we're teaching real life things, real things. So
Wow. So I went ahead and I am looking on Amazon. I see you have an author page there,
mhm.
and you do have another book. Is this your book, Blueprints to Unleash Your Entrepreneurship?
Absolutely. I released that book about 2 years ago. That is
Mm,
a step-by-step guide to help to help individuals want to start their business. Yeah, that was a big thing for me to want to help inspire, just individuals who don't know how to start a business. So I wrote a step-by-step guide, but it's very big on passion. I want you to think about what's your passion, what's your God-given talent, and based off that, let me help and guide you to start a business.
mm.
I wrote that book about 2 years ago. It's been released now.
Wow. I see a pattern here. I see the amazing pattern that you have. The pattern for people to understand and learn how to be their own avenue by which they can pursue their dreams, but also for the children. Oh my gosh. So the unexpected virus, tell me about this.
Oh yeah, that was I really love that book actually. It was during a pandemic and it
Mm-hmm.
was really big with the kids, but being the 6 feet and the hygiene, washing your hands. And so I decided to write a book about it. And I was super excited about that book when it came out. Again, it's a great children's book, but again goes back to those key values that I talk about in my books, again about being kind and sharing and and being friends and working together. So yes, when the virus came out, I thought it was very important that we educate our kids on the virus. And so I made it
Yeah.
a fun book, but being very serious about what the virus was. Um,
Right.
yeah, I released that last year, about a year and a half ago as well.
Wow, this is amazing. How do you get to write these books so quickly? I mean, I understand that some people just have a knack for it. Did you have to work to write these books so quickly, or do they just kind of flow out of you?
They just kind of flow out. Again, I want my books to kind of go through real life, what's going on with my son. And so
Mm,
as he's growing, I write based off that and what's going on around us. So it just kind of just go like again, like this latest book, The Days of the Week, they're learning about the days of the week now. He was struggling with it. And so I'm like, I got to do something about that. Not just you're going to be struggling, but other kids are struggling as well. And so as things are going, I just kind of get those ideas and I get in the zone mode to where I just get to writing.
Yeah.
Get the writing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I definitely agree with you that it couldn't be any better, especially since it's flowing through you, that it's just like, oh, goodness gracious. It's just like, okay, I got another book. Let's get it done. Let's write it down. I love that. I absolutely love that. What I hate is when people say, okay, so what's your target market? I hate that. Because you really can you really determine your target market? I mean, it's like, okay, it's for people.
Exactly. It's for kids, or it's for entrepreneurs, it's like, yeah. So I
It's
don't
for
like that question
people.
either.
Exactly, right? And so I think that anyone now the main question that I always like to ask is, what will people get out of reading these books? Even the JoJo series books for their children, they can read this to their children. But I mean, as you read to your children, you learn too.
Yes. Yeah. All my books, I made that vow to myself when I became an author. It's about real life lessons. I'm not an author's going to write just to say I'm writing about something. I want our kids to know. I want our kids to learn, and I want them to have a fun way of learning. And so it's going to always be about some real life lesson, whether it's about saving money, starting a business. Because again, our kids, they can be CEOs as well. They don't have to wait until they get 30s or 40s to be CEOs. And so I want to put that out there early in the atmosphere so our kids can know and understand that. My book's about real life, purpose-driven books. It's going to really help our kids. And that's very big for me. It's very big to write with purpose. I have to write with purpose because again, our kids want to grow up. We're going to be here. We're not going to be here. I need them to know it's real life. And so, yeah, it's real life lessons. Again, JoJo the CEO, he's a real person. And the things that we write about are real.
Right. It's amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. Up in the corner over there is the QR code for Dr. Sharita Speed's website that you've been seeing this entire time, where you can check the books out for yourself. And you can also go to Amazon, where these books are actually in Yaya Diamond's book club, so that it'll be easy for you guys to go ahead and get it. What kind of advice, Dr. Speed, do you have for the people out there that maybe are procrastinating and not writing a book, and they're just scared, they don't want to do it? It's like, oh my gosh, what are people going to think? I mean, what do you tell them?
Get to it.
Yeah.
Get to it. Do not. It's just simple. Get to it. Everything I've done, I never had a guide, and just get to it. No one is not going to understand your vision. It's okay. It's not their job to understand your vision. You have a purpose. You have a passion. Get to it. Get into the lab. Research. Be very resourceful. Everything I've learned it on my own by just this internet right here. Google will tell you a lot. And just again, don't be afraid. If it works out, good. If not, oh well. Go back to the drawing board. Try it again. Again, just don't be afraid. And there's so many talented people, Yaya, who are just like naturally talented, but are afraid to go after their dreams.
Yeah.
See, me, I'm not afraid. You don't have to push me off the ledge. I'm going to jump. And so just, I'm going to jump. And because you never know. You never know until you actually got there and try it. Please don't be afraid to try it.
That's
if
right.
It's going to make it work, it's going to be good. If not, you now you have experience. So don't be afraid. Please try. You never know. God has a greater purpose, a greater vision, and just go after it. Don't be afraid.
That's right.
Who cares what anybody has to say? It's not theirs. It's not theirs to own. It's yours.
That's it. That's it. Dr. Speed, thank you so much for being on the show. Where can people find you? I know they can find you on your website, which is in the QR code in the top corner over here on the video. But do you have like Instagram and Facebook and things like that?
Absolutely. I have all of that. I have at all of them is at Dr. Sharita Speed. Also for my JoJo the CEO series books, you can follow my son's page, which is JoJo the CEO, or introducing JoJo the CEO on Instagram and on Facebook. But again, for Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, I am at Dr. Sharita Speed. Please feel free to reach out. or just say, hey, I really greatly would appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, definitely, definitely, and thank you so much, Miss. Well, I should say Doctor Speed, because you've earned it. Thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate the time that you put into developing your craft, writing these books, and being concerned about other people and their journeys. Because I mean, we got a lot to offer, and
Absolutely.
and we have to leave it. I mean, what good is it going to do when we're gone?
That's it. And that's what it's all about, the legacy. And that's what I'm leaving behind my son, knowledge and wisdom. Just letting him know and other kids know you can be anything you want to be. Just work hard, stay persistent, keep God first. That's very big. It's very big. And yes, that's key. Just letting our kids know they are the future, they matter, they life matter, and they too can be CEOs. Even at
Yeah.
the age of 2, 3, 4, they can be CEOs. And about spreading that positivity, showing our kids in a positive light. That's
Yes.
very, very, very important.
Very
I
important.
appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for just being on this platform. It is an honor to talk with you, and I appreciate your time. It's definitely been a great opportunity, and definitely will let everyone know to follow you. You are an amazing person, a humble person, and I'm just so grateful that you have me on your platform.
Oh, ditto. Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto, ditto, ditto. Did I say that enough? Ditto. There would be no show without my guests. I don't think I could do it by myself all the time. It just doesn't make sense. I have to have other people on here. I need that inspiration. I
Wow.
need that. I need that. I can't live without that. That is something I cannot live without. I'd be depressed, completely useless.
No, not useless. But the fact
Useless.
that you share your platform with other people, that is amazing. That shows a
You
lot
got to
about
do
you,
it.
your character, and then how you're trying to help others. And again, that's what it's all about, helping and lifting and just showing people that, hey, I have this platform. I want to bring you on and showcase what you have. And that's amazing for you to do. And I think again, that's phenomenal. So I give you a hand clap for that right there. That is amazing. Yeah, yeah, that is
Thank
amazing.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I give all of you guys hand claps because you guys are amazing too. I mean, all of the guests, including Dr. Speed, who has been on this show and have shown us all that it is possible. You can live your dream. You don't have to stop. You don't have to give in, and you don't have to be concerned about what the other people are talking about. Just do you and you'll be fine. Man, I want to thank you, Dr.
Get
Speed,
to
so
it.
much for being that's it for being on the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget that QR code is in the top corner over here, and that way you can go ahead and go straight to the website. And I am sure that the social media is connected on the website as well. And check out those books for not only yourself, but for your children, your grandchildren, your adopted children, your foster children, whatever the case may be. Make sure that they know that they can be a CEO as well. Thank you guys
Yes.
again so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, which is going to be pretty soon, see ya.